How's it going, everybody? Rob here, back with another video. And you know what? We're gonna play some more of Baldur's Gate 3 as with our modded run. We're gonna head to bed. Store everything back to normal.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
Extend palm, wait expectingly. Oh.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Pet him. Good boy. Good boy.
Scratch his tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Alright. Let's leave. Probably talk to a few of the other characters that we didn't get to talk to about, you know, what transpired yesterday.
So we're going to meet Voss in the city, are we? Set the tenant of the prison free? This is all very, I don't know. I like a good caper, but I'd long for a tiny bit of status quo now and again.
Okay. In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a demon?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
Let's see. Be back home or another adventure, blessedly free of any tadpole.
I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of trouble to throw ourselves at.
Okay. Oh wait, is there anything else?
Soldier?
You and Mazora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mazora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mazora was delighted.
Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Alright, change the subject. So, about our tadpole powers.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this.
It's your choice.
Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling loopy, shout. We don't know what these tadpoles are capable of.
Okay. Sorry, talk to him, talk to him.
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people, and Lae'zel just took one step towards choosing a side.
What was it like being the son of a Grand Duke?
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with Father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
Courtly dance. And now you're the Blade of Frontiers. Quite a change, don't you think?
Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters, I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one.
Alright. How did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. After my exile, I was hunting near the Cloakwood. I heard a child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
Is that how you lost your eye in a goblin battle?
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
What do you make of Raphael?
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
Don't worry. I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
I see the bladed frontiers. No more, no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again.
You should get out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
Can't we just attack her the next time she pops up? There must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Okay. Let's head back out. Alright, so we should be back in the original area that we were in for the beginning of the game. Before I go back and head towards Moonrise Tower, I want to go back to the Owlbear Cave, because I want to deal with that one quest where the lady wanted the Githyanki egg. Supposedly, it was over here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere around over here. Let's temporarily make a marker there. Head over here. Okay, wait. Who needs to talk to me? Karlak?
Hey, soldier.
Speak quickly.
A hatchery with a single egg. How many does a clutch usually contain?
Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
So who does the laying? I'm curious about the logistics.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
Okay. How did you evolve to lay eggs?
Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Huh.
May the darkness protect you.
So is Shadowheart?
Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimations? What do you think about what happened into the Druid Grove?
I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
How are you holding? How am I holding up in your estimations?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
Okay, who needs to talk? So it's Shadowheart. But for some reason, I'm getting the... Okay, so just need to keep heading this way. I'm pretty sure this is where it was. Yep, here it is. Man, it sucks for all three of them. Alright. Let's keep moving. So apparently, if we come back here, unfortunately, the owlbear is dead. Yep.
Seems like a pack of goblins swarmed the owlbear.
She deserved better than that. An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Hey, a shrine to the moon god Seluna.
There's magic at play here.
Thing won't yield its
A
contents
spell
easily.
keeping this chest shut.
Lovely day this. For now.
Didn't I give one of my characters...
What am I to do?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Trying to figure this out. So... yeah, no, it is Shadowheart. Okay. Maybe if I end up... going to the camp again, maybe we'll get an interaction. Okay, I think we got everything we need over here. As far as I know, anyway. I am curious about some of those locales, but we weren't able to explore them. So... let's go this way and make our way back to the mountain pass. Where's a gale? No, it's Shadowheart.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind?
Alright, so... Now we just need to make our way to the mountain pass. All right, let's go. Alright, so two things we can do. Alright, travel through the mountain pass. Oh wait, first things first. Just so I can get this out of the way.
Have you given any more thought to the retrieval of that Githyanki egg?
Why exactly do you want this egg?
To settle a debate. Nature or nurture? The Society of Brilliance believes that it's possible to raise a Githyanki to be good. An awful proposition that must be disproven once and for all.
I think you're vile and I'd soon die than see you get that egg.
Excuse me? Were you not listening? I am on a mission, and I will not be stopped by the likes of you or your wretched guests.
You really want to do that? Okay. Okay.
Ready for another round? I'm going to enjoy this.
You must have questions.
May the darkness protect you.
Okay. So kind of the same. Up here comes some more enemies. Okay.
Open up.
I will ascend. Taking position.
Oh boy.
One by one. Time to push my luck again. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
There we go. Well, that thing died. Okay, good. Wyll. There we go. Might as well get that last one. Right there. There we go. Liesel, you're up.
This is your end.
Alright.
With ease.
Another fight. Let's go.
There we go.
This is my time. Finding my way.
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Need to learn the hard way.
Okay, we need to save.
Feeling fresh?
Best avoid that trap.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
Huh.
Looks like Lathander, god of the dawning sun.
Oh, right, we killed her. Alright, so we need to go this way. Keep an eye out for the traps.
Broken. Need to find another way. That might be worth a look.
Walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Okay. Alright. Getting closer to where we need to go. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care. And I'll see you guys next video.